I'm no psychologist, even though I would say that in body language. VP Kamala Harris is out and about this
We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We are all in this together.
Yes, we are.
We're going to be fine.
We are.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Thank you so much.
Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you get some spices?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. We're standing strong, right? We love our country.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, that's right. Who's this? Is this a relative of yours or just a new friend?
Just a new friend.
Hi. I'm
a lawyer in Pittsburgh here, and I just admire your work so much.
Good. What kind of law are you practicing?
Consumer protection.
Good for you.
I'm protecting consumers.
Good for you. You know, that's the work I did as AG.
Yes,
that's good stuff.
Yes.
That's really good. Of course. Come on. Let's do it. Come on. Here.
Oh my God, I'm shaking. Someone take it. I did not get it. Can someone take it for me, please?
Who are the yellow jackets? Come here.
They're my school.
They're your school? What school is that?
Freeport.
Freeport? What's your name?
Charlotte.
Nice to meet you, Charlotte. I'm Kamala. Are you cooking also? What are you doing here? Or did you bring an adult with you? Or are you just hanging out?
How are you?
Can I have a hug?
Yes, come here. Of course. Aww. How's school going? Has it started? Yeah?
Uh-huh.
It's going well?
Yeah.
What's your teacher's name?
My homeroom teacher is Mr. Gaylord.
Mr. Gala? Okay, will you deliver a message to your teacher? And you're going to have to say the Vice President asked me to deliver this message. Okay, here's the message. Thank you for being a teacher. Will you do that for me? Okay, high five. There we go. Oh, you're good. You're a leader already. Come on. Yes, come on. Here.
This way. Got it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. You keep doing your work. You're doing really good. That's good work.
Charlotte, right here. Can I get a picture?
Yes, sweetheart. Come on.
Okay, here's the picture.
Got it. Parents in there. Come on, parents.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Hi. We're doing it together. He's a teacher.
Yes.
You are a teacher?
Yes, yes.
What level?
7th grade geography.
Oh,
Social
bless
studies,
you.
yes.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you know, Tim Walsh talked
Yes,
about
yes.
this.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, let's take a
Okay,
family
okay.
picture. Come.
Look right
come.
here. Thank everyone right this way.
This is
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We're good. I'm counting on your leadership, okay? Yeah? We have an agreement? Okay. I'm serious. I'm really counting on you. Okay. Good. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Today is Saturday, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you later. Okay? All right, go Yellow Jackets. See you later.
Madam Vice President, humiliating for tears.
Okay.
Oh, can we take it for you? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hold on, just flip it. Yes. All right. Look right here.
as she continues her preparation for the debate coming up. And just look, as I said, at the body language. This is somebody who is relaxed, calm, and is ready to debate about the policies. She talks about Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney's endorsement, and she makes a really, really good point. She wants to lead for all of America. The divisiveness, which is the only trick that Trump knows, just is something which has to be moved on from. And I think one thing which really will happen, this is the difference between the Dana Bash, Jake Tapper. Well, I didn't think it was very good, if truth be told. The difference is, it doesn't matter whether ABC decide to do follow-ups if Trump lies or anything. I think Kamala Harris, from her experience as a prosecutor, will not miss a beat. She's not going to be persuaded to go down the Trump line, you know, he said something controversial, either sexist, racist, really old school. She will do her own thing, but she will pick up on the nonsense, the lies, and the BS.
People are exhausted about the division and the attempts to kind of divide us as Americans. And them stepping up to make this public statement, I think, is courageous, but also for people like the folks I was just talking with, it really reinforces for them that we love our country and we have more in common than what separates us. So.
All right, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you,
Are you ready to face Donald Trump?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Best part of debate prep for you? What's your favorite?
Being at the spice store, I finally got out of the debate prep to look at these spices. Best part of debate prep so far.
Your main message to Trump in the debate, what's the one thing you want
And
to
there you
really
see the
get
Vice
across?
President. She's answering a couple questions. Let's see. Maybe she's talking about the debate.
It's time to turn the page on the divisiveness. It's time to bring our country together. chart a new way forward.
And here's something that caught my eye, Alexi. Both sides view the debate the same way. The Harris and Trump team see it as a crucial moment to define Ms. Harris for millions of swing voters who know but are still curious about her. So how will this, Alexi, play into the way both candidates approach this debate?
Sort of thing that if you watch Fox, you probably get force-fed with.
Exactly right from the New York Times. I mean, the right, Donald Trump and Republicans are trying to remind voters of positions that Harris has taken in the past or things she might have supported that were uber progressive in her 2020 presidential campaign that she no longer stands by as a way to try to say, oh, look, she's a radical leftist. But for Harris, it's going to be basically about painting a vision for the future. It's, yes, introducing herself to the voters in this present moment, but it's not about looking back or defending herself or answering to right-wing questions and talking points about whether she supports something she said in a debate one time in 2020. It will be about how she will bring the country forward and what the country will fundamentally feel like and look like for Americans under a potential.
Informally by aides, a method they're calling policy time. What is that? What does it look like?
Policy sessions, right. It's a mix of his aides and some allies. You've got folks like Tulsi Gabbard, who, of course, was on a debate stage with Vice President Kamala Harris back in 2020. So they see her as a real asset to sort of walk Trump through what that's like, since they have not actually really interacted before. This is the first time we'll see them come face to face on that stage. But his aides also know you can't control former President Trump. That press conference that we just talked about.
Yeah, we just talked about it. Yeah.
Is a prime example. So you can't tell him, do it this way, do it that way. And you don't know which Trump is really going to show up. The way they do approach these things is, look, here are the pros and cons of these approaches. Let's remind you what are the successful policy positions, the successes that you had in your administration that voters are excited about. These would be good things for you to talk about. And here's how we want to paint Harris. We want to tie her to the Biden administration, make them one and the same. So the frustrations that voters feel about the economy, for example, they'll blame on Harris. But he is an unpredictable entity. And the campaign and the aides that I talk to always say it's the double-edged sword. It can be his Achilles heel, or it can be his greatest asset, where he does make it all about himself. It's just a matter of what that execution looks like.
And I remember in 2016, there was the missive that whoever got in his ear last before he went out on a debate stage or to a rally, they were the ones that would have the most influence, because it's the first thing that he would remember. So I guess maybe they'll try to stay very close to him and, you know, be peppering.
And I think keep him away from anyone who might be a bad influence is probably one of the strategies.
No, 100%. That's true. So Aaron is obviously going to this small spice shop and perhaps not picking up a sandwich, as you and I both had kind of thought she might be doing. But again, last thought about her prep for a potentially volatile, at least on the attack, Donald Trump for debate.
Yeah, you heard her there talking about divisiveness. That's something that the campaign and sources have told us that she is preparing for in her debate preparation, the possibility that there might be derogatory comments made to her face by Donald Trump. And part of the strategy has been for her to, as you just saw there, I think, to remain calm and to sort of expect the potential for negative comments to come from the former president and be ready to deflect some of those comments, to stand up to any bullying that she might get from him, and to call out any lies that may come during the debate. And so I think the demeanor you just saw from the vice president is what we might be able to expect in the debate, if necessary, come Tuesday night.
Yeah, and I also want to address what we clued into as she was speaking. Just let everybody know, when she was talking about the divisiveness and overcoming that, she was referencing the first part of her answer to how she felt about Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney coming out and saying that they were endorsing her. And that was pretty significant. So she did talk about that and saying, look, you know, she's glad that divisiveness doesn't have to rule in all corners of this country. Alexia, I have a question for you about the rules of the debate, because ABC released them.
Choose life. Choose America. Choose voting for someone who doesn't try to sell bleach as a miracle cure. Choose Kamala Harris. Now, I know what you're thinking, but George, you're a Republican and you'd be right. But this isn't about parties. It's about not watching your country become a reality TV show where the plot twists involve insurrections and pandemic mishandling. Now look, when I was in office, we had our disagreements, foreign wars, economic crisis, you name it. But at least we knew the basics. We knew what the Constitution was for. We knew not to call Nazis very fine people. And we definitely knew not to make government decisions based on who's trending on Twitter. Trump. He's like that rich guy who buys a sports car just to crash it into a tree and laugh it off like it's entertainment. Well, that sports car is America. So yeah, I'm choosing Kamala. Not because she's perfect, but because she doesn't think democracy is some TikTok challenge. Choose a leader who doesn't need 24/7 babysitting by Fox News. Choose common sense. Choose America's future over some guy who can't even keep track of his own lawsuits. God bless America. I'm AI George Bush, and I approve this message.